It's not often that the IEBC and the Kenya High Commission dine together.
Observers for the elections.
But on this night, that is exactly what is happening.
We want them to help us in that area because
it's a major charm offensive put out by the electoral body to try and woo more Kenyans in the United Kingdom to come out and register as voters. The first time such an opportunity is presenting itself for Kenyans in this country.
Wewe umejiandikisha? Mimi mwenyewe sijiandikisha kwa sababu ya mambo ya kikazi.
The dinner took place in East London, targeting Kenyans living in Scotland, Northern Ireland, England and Wales.
I am registered with my members of my household.
Yes.
That's good.
So that is one little step you can do.
About 10,000 Kenyans are on board as living in the United Kingdom, according to the Kenya High Commission. But that number is believed to be close to 3 times more, with many believed to be undocumented.
I'm going to register by this
ID. Wachana na hiyo.
ID niko naye lakini
ajui kama atakuwa Kenya ama. When is one
kama nitakuwa Kenya.
Unaweza register hapa upike Kenya.
It's among the reasons why IEBC believe there was a voter registration apathy in the 12 countries earmarked for the exercise.
Thank you so much for speaking to KTN News.
But Robert Omwa from Brighton and Winnie Phoebe from Leeds disagree.
The period that we are given as diaspora people is too short, and I would request that time should be extended.
If it takes me 2 to 3 hours to get to London, like I'm going to probably be having an entire day dedicated for registration alone. Not to mention the cost. It would cost me about £100, which is about 15,000 Kenyan shillings. So it's costly, time consuming, and the distance is so far. It's too much for me.
It's projected that only about 15% of the IEBC target will be met in the diaspora voter registration exercise. On the penultimate day of the registration, characteristic long last-minute lines were witnessed at the Kenya High Commission. A court order allowing Kenyans to register with their national IDs as opposed to their passports has been credited for the slight increase in numbers, but many still believe more could have been done.
As a citizen, as an eligible voter, I would want to actually go and vote, cast my vote so I can feel included in the development process. But I'm not going to be able to do that because the distance for me and the cost is not working.
Kenya is 60% young people, and I think the reason for the voter apathy is because the youth don't even see why they need to go and do the voter registration. It still doesn't make sense to them.
I know there's been the question of, reaching out in various other stations, but that is not possible for now.
The exercise in the United Kingdom concludes on Monday, the 7th of February. With the diaspora mass voter registration exercise coming to a close in most of the 12 countries mapped out by the IEBC, the clock, however, continues to wind down for those in the United Kingdom as the IEBC continues to register decimal numbers in the ongoing exercise. The officials are yet to tabulate the data of how many have registered as at this point, but on Wednesday, only 225 Kenyans had been able to register, and it is highly unlikely that the IEBC will have met any of its targets in the mass diaspora registration exercise, not only in the United Kingdom, but in all the 12 countries involved in this particular process. Timothy Otieno, KTN News in London, the United Kingdom.